Hey everyone, my name is Cami La Porte and I'm a technical project manager here at Milvian Group. And today I wanted to show you one of my favorite ways that I use Milvian AI to basically make my day a little bit easier. Now, as a project manager, I'm in a ton of meetings and I'm sure everyone can relate to having to track down transcripts, recordings, meeting recaps, and summarizing them, making sure the action items are on the right tools and assigned to the right person. It can get pretty crazy when you have as many meetings as I do. So I actually use Milvian AI to go through my meeting transcripts, and I've created a workflow, which I'm going to show you how to do, that can do this all for me. So first I'm going to ask Milvian AI to list the most recent 3 files in my knowledge base under the transcripts group. And maybe I can spell, oh, knowledge base, right. Knowledge base. Now I've already set up my integrations and data sources. So I have Jira set up and Slack, which is the tools that I'm going to be using in this workflow example. But I've also uploaded all of my meeting transcripts to a specific group in the knowledge base. That way I can tag them within my prompt very easily. I can show you in a different video on how I do that, but as the response generates here, you can see that it already listed the top 3 meeting transcripts. So these are the most recent meetings I had: a revenue operations sync, a UX design alignment call, and then product planning. Now I want to ask maybe which of these meetings had the most attendees. And the reason why I'm asking this is because I might want to prioritize the meeting notes and action items that I'm sending out based on how many people attended the meeting, because that's how many people are depending on my notes and action items. So this is actually really nice. So I don't actually have to open up the meeting transcript and read through it or go to a different tool and see who attended the call. I can just ask Milvian AI to give me this information based on the data that I've already configured in the backend. So it told me that in the UX design alignment call, we have 6 participants, and that is going to be my first example here. So I'm just going to take the name of this file, because in my droplet, aka workflow, I created something called recap to action items, probably not the greatest name, where the prompt actually states to find a specific file, and I'm going to replace the file name here. And based on the content from the file, I want to generate a recap of the meeting, highlighting key topics and action items, then sending the recap summary to a specific Slack channel, as well as create detailed Jira tickets under a specific project. And I'm going to take it one step further. I want to assign those tasks to myself. Now, this is a pretty redundant workflow that I do all the time, and it's something that would require me having to use a bunch of different tools and opening up a bunch of windows. But now that I've created a workflow, oh, and by the way, you have an option here to update the prompt just in case I want to change the Slack channel or something like that. But I'm going to go ahead and run it right now. And what it's going to do is it's going to, based on the integrations, so I've already connected everything to my Slack, and I can show you here. This is my Jira. I have a couple action items here that are already finished in my Jira backlog here. And this is a test Slack channel that I called out into the prompt that's going to be receiving the meeting recap notes. Now I can also go into the dashboard where I can see the status of my jobs. And this is super helpful if you're trying to troubleshoot anything or want more details on the jobs that were run. And you can see all of that here as well. And if I just go back to my Slack channel, you can see here at 4:46, which is the current time, we now have a meeting recap. And that was what I asked Milvian AI to do, which was to summarize the transcript file and generate the recap. And it also created the action items, which you can see that it noted here that I'm going to be putting those into Jira. And if I jump into Jira, you can take a look and notice that there are some new tasks being created. And I'm going to open one of them up so you can see that just from writing in the prompt that I need a detailed Jira task, it's going to add a basic summary in here with some deliverables. And if I wanted to, I could probably assign a sprint to it, but I kept it pretty simple for this demo. And all of the tasks will have something similar to that in respect to the action item that was titled there. And if I go back to the workflow, check the job. You can see it was successful. And I'm going to open the logs once again, just so you can see that there's a summary here saying that it created the detailed recap, sending it to the specific channel. Here are the Jira tickets that it created based on the action items from the summary. And it's also assigned to me. And usually this is pretty good, but maybe I don't want something assigned to me. Maybe I want GP817, which was just created, and I'm going to ask, please assign GP187 to Adam Taylor. This is another example of how awesome it is to not have to navigate away from MilvianAI and do things within another application, especially if you're already kind of in a session, in a chat interface, or within the workflows and you're kind of in on it. I can just do this very quickly. And you can see that there's a confirmation step here, just making sure that I do want to assign this to Adam Taylor. I went ahead and said yes. And if I went to search for this ticket, whoop, I'm going to take myself off. In GP817, it was assigned to Adam Taylor. And I did all of this simply by running a workflow and typing in some really simple prompts. And this is just an example of one of the things that you can do with the workflows and the integrations that you've set up to make MilvianAI basically do the redundant work for you. And if you have any more questions, feel free to ask us in our Discord channel, and we'll see you in the Milvian Labs.